Hello and welcome to the second day of the Coffs Harbour rally. Norbert Leitner finished 11th in class in the rally with his Super Impreza and was just outside the points. The reigning production champion won no stages this time around but had a retirement on day 1 instead. Birney was 10th in class with the Ford Focus. This result scores him no points though, as the A1 and A2 class count in the same championship class. Mark won the last stage and he had second and third fastest times on other stages today. Roy Magnes was 8th in class and 9th on the points table in this rally. He ended day 1 well, but day 2 the mistakes and error came more often. On SS11 he even started by rolling in the first corner. Roy struggled with the speed and is not as consistent in the WRC as he was in the S2000 Skoda last season. This is Nigel Atkins and he knows how to make an entry. Bye bye. He is 7th in class in the rally and won SS10 in the Ford Focus. He said he couldn't run 2 stages without a mistake or 2, so he resigned himself to not try for stage wins and just get some more practice in and get to the end of the rally. And so he did. Bamford finished 6th in class after steady driving in the Ford Focus. On the final stage of the rally, however, he span off the road and hit a tree, but could make his way to the finish without bigger problems. Mann stated that feeling comfortable with the car didn't happen until the second sector of the stages. It could have been a bit more tidy rally if I had braked a lot early on most stages. He was 2nd fastest on SS9, 3rd fastest on SS10 and ended the rally 5th in class. Dariusz Swiderskil did win 1 stage on its way to 4th in class in the rally. Dariusz lacked practice due to commitment in other leagues, but he didn't need much anyway, as he had driven most of the stages in the club event. Cunningham was 2nd fastest on SS12, which helped him to 3rd in class in the Super Impreza. Berven won the rally overall in the Citroën C4. On his way he had 3 stage wins in the rally, all on day 1, and he was 2nd fastest on SS7 and SS10. He felt not very well prepared as he had barely tested the car on gravel this season. He claimed that he did not expect the win, but said that he would be happy with the top 5. But a win it was indeed. Norman Biscuits did summarize his rally by repeating a story heard on the radio regarding Shane Ward's plastic surgery. There is no facelifts on the old Subaru, but a 3rd position in class and only finishing lap. finishing the first stage during the second day. It kind of looks like Norbert was trying to make the facelift on the Subaru after all, though. Hubert Smolders took second position in the A1 class but finished the rally 38th position overall, scoring no points this time around. Hubert said that he loved and hated the rally, with retiring on 2 of the stages. He was very close to retiring on one more, but finished thanks to the downhill run on the end of the stage. Ian Bundell had then had an open goal and he scored a round win in the A1 class. Ian finished the rally 7th overall in the Subaru Impreza, winning 10 of the stages in the class. Moving to the production class, and Erik Tveit, who is still driving well on the limit and a bit over it in his Ford Fiesta. With 2 retirements on the second day, he found himself 19th in class at the end of the rally. Adam Jonas found himself 1 position better in his Ford Fiesta, and he was checking out the scenery. Not the place to have a picnic after all. Eckhart von Glenn did not learn anything from this big jump on day 1. And apart from a retirement on day 1, Eckhart had a good rally with consistent stage times. He finished 36th overall and 16th in class in the Fiat Abarth. Alastair Walker had not much to say about his rally in the Peugeot 207. He had some good runs in practice, but he could not replicate them in the rally and finished 14th in the production class this time. Damien Jones smashed his gearbox after a flying finish on SS7 and had to retire with it failing on the following stage. He had no more problems in the rally and finished 13th in the production class. Boom! Heavy impact on the Peugeot 207. Kevin Hopkins had not much to say about his rally either. He finished 12th in the production class in his Skoda Fabia S2000. Dubravko Šparovec missed the junction slightly here. And even he had a crash that locked his gearbox in first at the end of SS8, and he also had to do SS9 with a broken gearbox. And that is about as near the end of the stage you can get. He did stable stage times for the remaining stages and finished 11th in class. Chris Williamson was very happy with this result in the rally. He finished 9th in class, 21st overall in his Fiat Abarth Grande Punto. Stable enough. Daniel Tønsberg opened the second day very well, and he answered, "That's the wrong way, mate." Yeah, and he answered to the challenge of Chris Williamson. Daniel had a big crash on SS10 when trying to catch back some of the time after reversing at the start. He finished all the stages and earned himself a good 8th position in class. Samuel Leinonen had some problems on the first 2 stages yesterday and on the final 2 today. With 8 good stage times in the middle of that, he drove his Fiat Abarth to a 14th overall, 5th in class. Łukasz Demolin was involved in a podium fight in the production class from the start of the event with his Subaru Impreza. He did some consistent results, but in the end he was 1.5 seconds behind the podium, finishing 4th. Jeremy Loveland did manage to hold Dubravko off throughout the second day. He won SS9 and took 12th position overall in the rally. Simone Demi had a strong lead in the production class going into the second day. But even Simone crashed and locked his gearbox in first gear, losing the rally on the very last stage. 10 stage wins, dominating until the accident on the last stage, but he still managed a good second position in the production class. Dawes started the day 1.5 minutes behind Simone Demi. Warren won the last stage and even won the rally there after Simone's mistake. 9th overall and then 1st in production class. Moving over to the junior class and Tyrone Frith, who had a bit of a nightmare around this time in the MGZR. Tyrone retired on 3 stages yesterday, but he finished all the stages today. Finished then 48th overall and 9th in the junior class. Pete Mull is also enjoying the scenery in his Ford Fiesta. Almost killing a cameraman as well. Even though he tried to finish off his car on SS11, he finished all the stages in the rally and completed it 5th in class. Mika Peltola did sign up too late to be able to score points in the rally, but he used it as practice instead. Despite this heavy shunt, he showed good pace throughout the event and he finished 4th in the junior class with a Peugeot 205. Olli Kaupinen was very pleased with his driving, but as with Peltola he signed up too late to score any points. Olli drove sensibly and fast in his Peugeot 205 and finished a strong 3rd in the junior class. I said sensibly. Troy Amond had nothing special to mention from the rally, apart from his 2-stage wins with the Ford Fiesta. This helped them to 25th overall and 2nd in class, 2 minutes behind the winner. Jani Nylander started the second day a little slow, but after the first stage it started to go quite well, until he decided to push harder on the last 2 stages, which according to him caused a bunch of mistakes. Jani took 10 class stage wins and won the junior class comfortably. Daniel Olsson had an okay-ish day on day 1 with 2 retirements, but day 2 would prove to be much worse. Daniel finished the opening stage of the morning, but had to retire from the rest of the rally, and ended on 5th position in the rookie class. Teemu Toikka had a nice stable run, but he had to retire on the final stage of the rally. I said nice and stable, Teemu. He finished 3rd in the rookie class this time. Norman Bruce hit a 3 on the opening stage of the day and had a leaking radiator for the next 2 stages. Norman retired on 1 stage yesterday, but he finished all of today's stages and even won SS11, which put him 2nd in the rookie class. And join us again for the next round of the RDRC here at racedepartment.com.